believe they have seen the last of me, convinced they extinguished the specter that haunts their most vulnerable moments. Such fallacy. Let them revel in their transient triumphs, raising their goblets to a hollow peace beneath the tenuous embrace of daylight. But once that sun yields to the descent of night and shadows stretch their dominion, they will sense it, the cold, insidious stir of something ancient and relentless clawing at their very cores. It will be me, their inevitable reckoning. They fancied themselves shrewd, deceived by their own audacity into thinking they had dismantled me. What fools! Have they yet to grasp that I am tempered by the crucible of agony, honed by the ceaseless grind of hardship? Each wound inflicted, each bone fractured, was but another line chiseled into the ledger of their doom. They peered into my eyes and misread defeat, blind to the maelstrom simmering within. Their assault merely shepherded me to that place where frailty is purged and ferocity reborn. When I return, and let there be no question, I will return. They will not merely lose, they will disintegrate. I shall rise not merely to reclaim, but to dismantle their delusions piece by trembling piece, lie by crumbling lie. Each breath they draw will be saturated with dread, each pulse a thundering prelude to their undoing. They presume to call themselves warriors.
Please take this short break from your video to support our channel by getting yourself merch. Enjoy the rest of the video.
The notion is laughable. They are children playing with the embers of a bonfire, imagining themselves sovereigns because they have yet to feel the bite of the flame. But I'm not a spark. I am the conflagration that raises empires. They abide by their rules, trusting in the flimsy protection they afford, oblivious that the only rule now is mine. Resist or perish, and even resistance will not spare them. Yes, they will resist. I know this. Desperation strips even the proudest of their veneer, rendering them pitiable. When I witness their frantic scurrying, their futile bids to escape the shadow they once mocked, I will savor each moment. Their strongest will buckle, their wisest will falter, and even their most valiant will succumb. They have never encountered darkness that retaliates with the fury of a storm. Not like this. Not like me. They fail to understand. I am indifferent to their admiration. Their fear is irrelevant. What I crave is the precise moment their hubris snaps like a desiccated reed. I desire their recognition, the raw a realization that this is their terminus, that in challenging me, they have unleashed an adversary that consumes. Let them muster their armories, rally their allies, conjure their vainglorious semblances of power. It will be in vain. Numbers do not intimidate a tempest. The tempest counts its own toll. They will fall, each one convinced they are the exception. The hero poised to conclude this tale. But history is inscribed by the victors, and this narrative is mine. They delude themselves into believing they know suffering. I am suffering embodied. I am the whisper of ambitions crushed, the keening of spirits ground under the weight of cowardice. I am every regret they concealed, every specter lurking in the recesses of their minds. I will wrench these specters into the light, make them confront their own impotence, make them suffocate on it. Each hidden fear, each buried failure, I will draw it forth and magnify it until their knees buckle under the truth. And when they plead, and plead they shall, mercy will remain an unreachable ideal. Mercy is a currency they squandered when they chose to provoke me. They will come to know what it means to battle an entity that bleeds vengeance and breathes wrath. Each blow I deliver will bear the compounded weight of 1,000 defeats and 1,000 hard-earned truths. My hands will inscribe operas of retribution upon their flesh. They will learn that true strength is not sinew, but resolve. And mine is an abyss from which there is no return. They might cling to their most deeply embedded beliefs, seeking solace in the illusion of unity and valor. They will whisper to each other in the dark, feeding each other lies of hope, thinking numbers will defend them from the unrelenting dark. But unity without true metal is nothing but a patchwork shield. And when it cracks, as it will, the force behind it will unravel. Let them strategize. Let them fortify their walls of false confidence. I will tear through them as wind tears through tattered sails. They picture themselves as heroes, noble figures poised against the abyss. How quaint. They have yet to learn that the abyss stares back, and I am the stare that breaks spirits. When they feel the first tremors of my return, their minds will descend into chaos, each doubt they suppressed rising like a wave ready to drown them. Every step I take will echo with the shattering of their certainty. I see them already, the way they will recoil behind their fragile walls of arrogance. Eyes will dart, frantically seeking exits that reality denies them, and their voices will fracture under the